Welcome to Real World AIP. I'm Stacey and today I'm making salmon cakes, Asian inspired salmon cakes. So first things first, I'm gonna take the salmon out of the package and get the meat, separate the meat from the skin. I'll show you how I do that. So right here I have 1 pound of salmon with the skin on. There is a way to remove the skin with a knife, a sharp knife. I'm really bad at that. So here's how I do it. I got this idea from watching videos on how to make fish balls with mackerel, which I'm not going to show you because they didn't come out good. But I did get this cool tip from it. You can scrape the meat off with a spoon. It comes right off, leaving everything, just leaving the skin behind. You don't lose any meat this way. I don't think you can do that with a knife. Okay, so we have all the salmon removed from the skin. Now we're just gonna use, I have this little mini Ninja blender that I paid probably like $20 for, and the thing is great for making little batches of, you know, sauces or whatever without having to dirty the whole big Ninja. We'll do it in 2 batches. I'll just add the salmon meat. I'm gonna add some fresh chives. So I'd say for the whole pound of salmon, 1/4 cup of chives. So I'm doing half of that. And then some fresh chopped arugula. I'd say this was about 1/2 cup for the whole batch. About a teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ginger. Some garlic. Then we are going to add, this is about a 1/3 of an orange. We're going to add some of the zest. Being careful not to get to the white part. That gets bitter. You just want the outer part. And this is organic. I would not want to do this with a non-organic orange. And put some of the juice in there. And this is a frozen piece of fresh turmeric root. If I think they're going to go bad, I just pop them in the freezer because you can grate them when they're frozen, and you can do this with ginger and lemongrass too. Whatever I don't use, I'm just going to put this right back in the freezer. It'll be there whenever I want to use it. Very easy to grate when it's frozen. It keeps forever. So, blend it up. Actually, we're going to pulse it. You don't want this to be one solid mass. That's plenty. We also want to add some pink salt to this. There are a couple of ingredients you could add to this to take it to a whole other level. Number 1 is some raw honey. That would add a sweetness, so will help it brown when you cook it. Even though honey's like a natural sugar and all, it is still sugar. I'm not going to put it in mine because I like it without the honey, but it would add a new dimension of flavor, so you can put that in. Also, coconut aminos. If you just want like a flavor explosion, then fine, put some coconut aminos in there too. You can use these and or the honey. These are also going to add some sweetness. One other thing you could use, if you have successfully reintroduced seed oils, toasted sesame oil. I am actually going to put this in my batch. It adds a really super Asian flair to it that I like. So I'm just going to put like a teaspoon for the whole batch. We want to chill, we want to make the cakes, and then we're going to chill them for an hour before we cook them so that they hold together. Now we're going to make 6 cakes. Try to make them all the same size. These don't need binders. Once it, you start cooking them, it's going to hold together. Right now it's not, but that's why we're going to refrigerate these for an hour. That's going to help firm it up a little. And while those salmon cakes are in the fridge, kind of firming up for an hour, I'm going to make my dipping sauce. So I have a 1/2 an avocado in here, and I'm just going to put some Himalayan pink salt, 2 fresh lime wedges, some mango in there, your red onion, and either your coconut milk or your tamarind water. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of coconut milk. This is probably like 2 tablespoons of frozen coconut milk. It'll make it extra creamy. Just give it a little taste, see if it needs any salt or anything. It's good. Maybe a little salt. Because it's right now it's sweet from the mango. If I were to do this again, I would either add the tamarind water or this was actually kind of an unripe green mango. This is really tart, so I don't think I needed both of these giving it tartness. I think one thing giving it tartness would have been enough. And if I really wanted this to be perfect, if I was serving it to a friend, I would add a little bit of some kind of sweetener, like probably the coconut aminos, I think would balance it out beautifully. But this is nice, it's kind of tart. I like it though. Alright, so our salmon cakes have been in the fridge for an hour, so they're firmed up a little. I'm gonna put some refined coconut oil in the pan. No measurement here, just whatever it takes to coat the pan. Probably like 2 tablespoons. I have this on medium-high, my induction cooktop, which it says 375 degrees. You want to be really gentle with these so they hold together. And you fry them for about 3 minutes each side. So 3 minutes is up. And then we're going to do another 3 minutes on this side. Look at that crispy golden brown. I want to make sure these don't stick, so I'm just going to run a fork under them. They should be able to move in there. Beautiful. They want them to be able to move like that, because if they can't do that, it's going to stick and make a mess. So there we go. Let's see what we got. The salmon cakes are cooked. How are we going to serve them? I'm just going to have a little snack. This could be a bigger meal, but for me, right now, I'm going to lay down a bed of guess what, arugula. Who would have thought? And I'm just going to put this nice crispy one right on top of it. I'm going to put some of that creamy sauce that I made right on top. Salt and oil. Whatever kind of oil, olive oil, there you go. So here's my snack. I just want you to see how it holds together nicely.